This is an update to the previous episode about the ROX racers. In this episode I'm going to show you how I got enough slack on all the cables to install the racers. So, what is in the box? Well, a pair of ROX racers, obviously. This is going to be an interesting project. I've heard so many different opinions about the ROX racers and the NC750X. Some people say they fit perfectly, and some people have problem with too short cables. Especially with the DCT model, there seems to be some problem with the cables running from the DCT switches on the handlebar. In the package there is also installation instructions and of course a ROX sticker. I begin by removing the cable ties. Then loosening up the handbrake so I can slide it on the handlebar. Then I remove the cable holder for the DCT cables. Then I remove the holder for the DCT cables on the other side also. Then it's time to loosen up the handlebar. It's a good idea to put some cloth on the front so you don't scratch the paint. At this point I notice that there might be a problem with the front brake cable. I try to get some slack, but it seems impossible. So I decide to remove the handbrake and get on with the project. Maybe I find a solution later on. I then install the ROX racers. And there seems to be enough slack in all the cables. And then back to the front brake problem. No matter how hard I try, there just isn't enough slack to install the front brake. I then strip the side panels of the bike to get a better view of the problem. The problem with the ABS model is that the front brake cable does not go from the handlebar to the front wheel. There is some kind of ABS unit attached to the frame of the bike and the cable is only about 30 centimeters. So what you have to do is rewire the front brake hose under the fork rather than over the fork. To be able to do this, you have to strip away all the right-hand panels from the bike and the small top panel under the dashboard. Then you have to remove the mirror and the front brake lever. There is no need to remove the brake hose from the reservoir, as it is possible to slide the reservoir through the fork. And by doing this, you have plenty of slack for the brake hose. Here you have the ROX racers installed and ready to go.